All right, hello. I'm guessing if you've watched last week's video, you'll realise because of the little bit they put on there that said that it was going too long, this will be the extension of that video. So it's still blurry, but this will be the last blurry one. Anyway, Kawasan Falls, on up to Moalboal, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Let's get into it. All right. Thank you. Now, this stage, I'd probably been traveling for like 5 days, maybe 6 days, and I was getting to a point where I kind of needed to do laundry. And the next kind of big town along the way was Moalboal. I don't know how to say it properly, but you'll figure it out. It's a pretty touristy town. It's very much like a lot of Southeast Asia's sort of touristy areas, I guess you'd say. So like a Bohol or a Phuket in Thailand or somewhere like that. You know, one of these beach towns where it's made for tourism. There's lots of places to eat. There's lots of bars to drink at. There's lots of places to get a massage. There's nice beaches that have got 4,000 million people at them. You can swim with sardines there. You can swim with turtles there. Like it's pretty nice, but it's also, I bet you it was awesome 20 years ago, and now it's kind of like just a tourist trap. And it's not really my thing, but I knew that would be a place where I could go and get my laundry done, and my back was stiff from riding and my butt was sore from riding, and I wanted to get a massage as well, and I could have something to eat that, as much as I do love Filipino food and I love going to carinderias to eat and everything like that, I could go and get like a steak or a chicken schnitzel or a burger or something like that from one of these sort of places there that would catering to the majority of the tourists that were there, which was, you know, maybe I can have a drink or something that night as well. Anyway, so I rode through the main town, had a bit of a look around, and just sort of sussed out where everything was so that I could know to come back later for this to get a massage. I was there pretty early, and so I kept on going. Now the place I stayed at was called Moalboal Tea Breeze Coastal Resort, and it's not. I thought it was kind of close to in town, so I thought maybe I'd be able to 5-minute walk or 5-minute ride to get in and out of town, and it looks close on the map, but you kind of have to ride all the way out and then back around, and then you get into these dirt tracks and they're bumpy. You got to go slow. And it's like into them and then down this side one and then up this other one, then around to here, and you get to this place. So it's kind of not close into the town, but it was nice enough when you got there. It's a very sort of volcanic, rocky type of place. There's not much grass and not a lot of big trees or anything. And it had been real hot at that stage. I've probably mentioned it before in my previous videos, but like it had been hot in the Philippines for quite a while, and like unusually hot to the point where they'd shut down a lot of the schools and that because kids were like fainting in school and stuff. And so that ride, because it was so open and I was already hot and a bit sunburnt and a bit dehydrated probably, I was stuffed. I was like burning up as I came into there, and it was really hot there because it was just kind of open and rocky and stuff. So I was not feeling 100%. Anyway, I got there and got signed in. I was staying in like a little nipper hut type sort of place, I think they call it. You know, these like bamboo hut type ones. Still had an air conditioning unit in it and stuff. It was nice, but like the door frame had like a gap about that big around it, so like little geckos and stuff could get in and out, and it was okay. It was fine. I think it was pretty cheap. I don't really remember. Maybe $35 or $40 a night or something Australian. So I got there and I had a bit of a nap for a few minutes because I was feeling a bit crap, and drank a lot of water to try and get myself good again. And then I'd seen a place on the way in where you could get your laundry done, so I went and took my laundry down there and came back, and then I went back into the town because I was going to go get a massage. The plan was I was going to go get a massage and then find something to eat for dinner, and then probably just go back and just have an early night and rest. So I went to get this massage, and look, we're all adults here, yeah? It's not uncommon in some of these Southeast Asian places, if you go for a massage, that it's not just a massage, if you know what I mean. Sometimes there might be other offers thrown around. Let's just go with that. That's not what I was looking for. What I wanted was, I had a sore back because I've got not a great back, but I've been carrying a big backpack around for days and days and days, riding on a motorbike, bouncing around for days and days and days, and my back and my butt were sore. And my shoulders were stiff, and I wanted a massage just to like sort all that out. Anyway, so I got to this place, said I want full body massage, blah, 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 blah. They didn't indicate that it was anything more or less or whatever. They were just like, yes, sir, no way, sir. Anyway, I went in and the girl's massaging me away. She's doing it all and it's all good. And she's we're just chatting. And the chat is kind of pushing towards her, sort of going along the lines of like, why are you here? Where's your partner? Why are you alone? Blah, 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 blah. Where are you? Why are you traveling alone? And that moved on to, what are you doing tonight? Maybe after this you can hang out and you can come spend more time with me. And I was kind of getting the vibe of, you could come and spend some money and spend some time with me type vibe. And that's not at all what I was looking for. And I was like, nah, it's not really for me. I'm sorry, but thanks anyway. Great offer, but thank you, no. And she's like, no, not that. I think she realised what I was saying. She's like, no, not that. I mean, tonight is like the festival. There's a big party just up the road from here. And so when you're coming into Moalboal, there's like all the houses for the local sort of houses and stuff like that. And they've got like the barangay, I don't know what you call it, gym, the big basketball court stadium thing. And then you kind of get past it and you get into the really touristy sort of area. And she goes, at that stadium, at the gym, they've got a big party tonight, like a big festival. You should come. There'll be like street foods and drinks and, music and dancing, and people will be singing and all that. And she goes, I'm going to be singing. You should come and we'll hang out and then you can watch me sing. I'm like, oh, you're a good singer, are you? And I was being a bit of a smart aleck a bit because like every Filipino thinks they're a great singer. And to be fair, most of them are significantly better than most of us because they all sing a lot. They all do karaoke a lot, and most of them are good, but a lot of them are not amazing. They're not bad. They get into it and they have fun still, but they're not great singers, some of them. But again, most of them, on average, are going to be better than what we are. But she said, oh yeah, I'm a good singer. I'm very good. And I'm like, here we go. To be completely honest, I thought she just was thinking that she's better than she was. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, okay, cool. Modest too. And I think she didn't really get the joke. But anyway, in the end, she convinced me to come along. And she's like, just come at 8 o'clock tonight, come to that basketball stadium. I'm like, how are you going to find me? Like, how would you know? And she goes, don't worry, I'll find you. I'm all right. So I get there. I went and had some dinner at some place and whatnot and then I ended up going back out there. Anyway, so I get there and I ride in and I find somewhere to park and there is just, I don't know, 10, 15,000. There was so many people, like all Filipinos. So maybe there's 10,000 Filipinos and one white guy, me. I'm like, this is not exactly what I was expecting, but we'll see how this goes because everyone seems friendly. And as I've said before, everyone's friendly, but you've got to watch yourself when you travel. You just never know, right? And when you're crowded into a massive crowd full of people, there's always going to be one bad egg or something like that. And I was just a little apprehensive as I got there. So I kind of walked to the front of the doorway to go into the stadium and sort of stood there and I'm like, man, how on earth is this person going to find me? Now, the thing is, I'm not tall. I'm like 174 centimeters, so not tall, probably below average, I think. I think the average is 178 for Australia. What's that, like 5'7", I think mine, 174, maybe 5'7". I don't know. Anyway, I'm not tall, but in Philippines, I'm taller than most people. There's some people my height, some people taller, but I would say I'm taller than 95% of the people there. So anyway, yeah, I get there, I'm standing, I'm like, how is this girl going to find me in all of these? And as I'm thinking that, she's like, hey, how are you? I saw you. I was like, how did you find me so quickly? And she goes, look, you're taller than everybody. And yeah, so there you go. She goes, okay, I can't stay here and talk to you. I've got to sing. It's 8 o'clock now. I'm singing at 8:30. So I need to be back there. Can you wait here? Just wait and watch. And then I'll sing for half an hour or so. And then I'll come and I'll show you around everything here. And we can find some street food or hang out and whatever, have a drink or something. Anyway, so she goes back off to the back. And I'm standing there and, there's just people everywhere. There's people going in and out and there's people dancing, like, to show other, like on the stage, like, oh, we're doing a dance show now. Now we've got somebody else up singing and all that sort of stuff. There's people watching that and there's kids running around and everyone's having a good time. Lots of families of people or groups of friends sitting around or standing around eating some food and having some drinks together and just chatting and laughing and enjoying life. Anyway, so there's two kids are running around in front of me. They're probably 3 and 2 or 3 and 4 or something like that. And one of them's not looking and runs smack straight into me and falls over. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble here. I was just standing still. But the mum turns around, looks at me and goes, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. And I was like, phew, okay, don't worry. That's fine. They're just having fun. It's cool. Don't worry. And she's like, oh, the same question everywhere I go. If I'm by myself traveling, this is the questions you get. Where is your wife, sir? Where's your partner? You're alone. Why are you traveling alone? Where is your friends? Why would you do that? Are you like, their minds are blown a little bit that you're traveling on your own and that you're not with anyone and that you're not out there actively trying to find someone to be with. So yeah, anyway, she's like, oh, well, you should hang out with us for a bit. Like, they're so friendly and inviting and just lovely, most of the Filipino people. Like, oh, I found this person and they're, like, she wasn't trying to crack on to me or trying to do anything like that. 2 seconds later, her husband came over with drinks and stuff for everyone. And here you go, have a drink, sir. And I'm like, oh no, you don't have to buy drinks for me. I'll buy a drink for you. No, sir, you're the guest. Come on. And so, drinking beer and having food and having a chat with them all, and it was really good. And then I went and bought some drinks for everyone, and then they went and bought more drinks for everyone. And after a while, they kind of filtered off somewhere else, and another group were near me, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? And same questions again, and we all start talking again, and more food and drinks with them. And, you know, it was, over the course of the night, probably 50 or 60 different people that were part of groups that I just ended up pulled into their circle and chatting with them and having a good time, and drinks and food and all that sort of stuff. And that 8:30 time when she was supposed to sing became 9:30, it became 10:30, became 11, and eventually she started singing at about 11:30. And I was just like, I was tired and worn out by then. I was just like, man, this is... And the whole time she'd been backstage because they kept saying, oh, you'll be on soon, you'll be on soon. And she's messaging me going, I'll be out soon, I'll be out soon. And by that stage, that original group of people had come back and they were sort of sitting there chatting with me again. And she comes out to sing and they're like, oh, and I'd said to them, I met this girl, she was massaging me and she said, she's singing here tonight. And they're like, oh, who is it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember her name. I'm terrible with names. But she says she's very good. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll see. And so she came out and I'm like, oh, that's her. And they were all a bit shocked and like, what? Her? That's the girl you're talking about. I'm like, yeah. Why? And this is probably not exactly right, but it was along the lines of, they basically said that, you know, like America's Got Talent or The Voice or Who Wants to Be the Next Superstar? I don't know what the shows are called. I don't really watch normal TV much, but you know those shows where you're a contestant, you come on, and there's 10 million people, and 20 of you get through, and then you whittle them down over time as the best singer until there's one winner. They were essentially saying that she was like in the top 2 or 3, or she was first, or she might have been the winner or the runner-up, I think, or something for the first one of like Philippines Got Talent or one of those sort of shows. Like she was a big thing, like a well-known, very good singer and all that. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess she wasn't really joking when she said, I'm very good at singing. I was kind of thinking that she was kind of making it up a little bit, but yeah, she was excellently good, like exceptionally good singer. And yeah, clearly good. But by the time she had finished, she was like, I've just got to go and talk to these people for an interview thing, and then I'm just going to take some photos with these people, and then I'll come and hang out. And I was like, to be honest, I'm a bit tired. I'm probably just going to head back and sleep. And she's like, okay, well, maybe tomorrow we'll hang out. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, we'll see. And it just never came round. I was sort of living my life and doing my washing and all the other stuff. And yeah, I did stay one more night in Moalboal, and I moved from that place where I was to another place. But I might put that part into the next video, because I think we're getting close to being too long for this video. So cool. We're probably definitely too long for this video. It's going to be a long video, I think. All right. We'll put that into the next video. Like, subscribe, comment. Have you been to Moalboal? Have you been swimming with the sardines? Do you like it or not like it? Kawasan Falls, have you been there? Anything really. Just comment, talk to me, tell me about it. I will respond, and I'm interested to know more about it. I'm thinking about going back there, to be brutally honest. I'm thinking about going back to Cebu at some point, maybe in the next sort of year or so. I enjoyed it a lot there. Okay, yeah, like I said, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. You're awesome. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.